Wake up, America. It's two grandmas living on a prayer. And this is your host, Missy Usher. I am the bomb diggity. And then there's Becky.
Thank you for that great introduction, Missy. What y'all don't know, this is our second take because the first take, um, little princess upstairs, we could hear up there, and we had to adjust that anyway. So she had plenty of time to plan that introduction. Yes, we are two grandmas living on a prayer, and I am Becky. Uh, I'm the funny one, the nice one, and then there's her.
No, not at all.
So anyway, we are wearing the same outfit that you saw in the video prior to because it is later that same evening.
We figured we better do two because life happens.
Yeah. And I was just telling Missy, I said, this is the only time we get a chance to talk about these things because she stays busy. She's doing the Giving Tree thing. Um, I have work. We have these other ventures going on, which is one of the things we were going to talk to you about. First of all, so Missy has um, two brothers and a sister. Well, you have three brothers. Anyway, um, so we have Jerry and his wife, Jen. Most of them are they're
I'm the
entrepreneurs.
sane one of the group.
Speaking of entrepreneurs, but entrepreneurs. Anyway, they like to start businesses and yeah. So anyway, Jen and Jerry had started a waffle making business, and they had some pretty tasty waffles. Things happen. It has not. They had to do.
Blossomed.
Yeah, it's not blossomed, but I mean, I think it would have. But they had some other things going on, so that wasn't exactly a priority. So maybe they'll get back to that. Um, but they are also a jack of all trades and have gone out and done different businesses. And then there's Tom. He has his own little trucking company here locally. I think he delivers grain, right? And I don't know what else he
All
delivers.
different kinds of stuff.
Yeah. So he is starting his own business, Iron and Oak Outfitters LLC. So he's got his FFL license, uh, uh,
What's that stand
federal.
for?
I had to stop and think. Federal firearms license. He's going to be selling knives. He wants to do some outdoor stuff.
Yep.
He wants to make it kind of
Sporting good type.
yeah. So he's looking for a storefront around.
Hopefully here in Urbana.
Yeah, hopefully. And then he's also to stock his store. He's been looking at these bulk providers and getting a lot of deals with that. Um, and just to back up a little bit, yes, you did hear right. Two of Missy's brothers are named Tom and Jerry. Can't make this up. And again, we don't want to leave out Missy's sister because I don't want her to feel bad.
Doo doo.
So Auntie Doo Doo, Mary Lou, she's excited right now. She got another business coming up. She got her first grandbaby due anytime. So shout out to her. But um, anyway, so yeah, we've got our own new little business going on. We sold T-shirts in the past. Um, we did okay, but the custom shirts were just not our forte. We did vinyl that took too long
Time consuming.
and very time consuming, and we found that just getting some pre-printed designs, having black, gray, and white T-shirts.
Yeah.
You pick your design, you pick your color, and you pick your size and press, and you're good to go. I like T-shirts. I've always liked T-shirts. When I go to work, I have my scrubs, but usually I'm in a T-shirt. This time of year, I need some long sleeve T-shirts. But anyway, so yeah, so we'll be doing that. So we made.
And we'll be housed at Iron and Oak.
I hope so. If he doesn't kick you out. But yeah, so our little business is going to be called Thresher Teas and More. In case you didn't get it, so Thrush and Usher Teas and More. Y'all probably got that. It's getting late. So, but yeah, so we're going to try to do some different stuff like that and just kind of broaden our horizons.
Yep.
Um,
In our free time.
yeah, because we got the little one that we're keeping an eye on, make sure she doesn't escape. Speaking of the little one, like we said in the last video yesterday, or as we like to call it right now, a few minutes ago, she will be 3 on Thursday, and she's doing really well, I think, for potty training at school.
Yeah.
Um,
She does pretty good here, depending on what attitude she's in.
Well, in the morning, I have to bribe her with donuts.
Yeah.
So they're not good donuts. They're the little donations, whatever they're called. They're
They're
about,
the Hostess
yeah, the Hostess are about
powdered
that big
donut.
around. They're white powdered donuts. So when I take this child to preschool, she looks like she's been snorting crack or something. All over her mouth, all over her hands. I went to go. She had she had it on her hands today, and she had a sticker stuck to her butt because it was in the car seat. And I was like, Bella, come here. You got a sticker on your butt. She's like, my butt. So she reaches around with this hand to get the sticker off her butt
And now
that
she's
is coated in
Powdered
powdered
sugar.
sugar. So now she's got this part on her butt. I'm walking in trying to wipe her butt off, thinking,
So she'll say,
crazy.
I'll be like, you need to go potty, Belle. You need to go potty. I want a donut. So she has to go pee to get a donut.
Yeah. But it's working. So do you guys bribe kids to do stuff? Because
Any tips on the potty training? Because
Yeah.
we need her 100% potty trained.
so a friend of ours said, let her go naked in here.
That'd be
Like
interesting.
in here. Yeah. Because if she had to go, she's theoretically not going to go. I see that going wrong all 6 ways of Sunday.
Me too.
Between her and the dogs, they'll hook up together and they'll flood us out of here.
Yeah.
Then somebody else said put her in regular underwear because you had mentioned that. Put her in just regular underwear, and then you bought some of them loud freaking fracking things that go on top, plastic
Yeah. the
sacks or
waterproof
something.
pants,
Yeah. So we haven't really done that. We probably need to get consistent in that. But yeah, if you guys got any ideas about that, let us know because the donut fund is
Yes.
yeah, with
It's running dry.
yeah, it's I don't know. Like I'm tired of trying to bribe her. But anyway, that's our problem, not yours. But any advice is welcome.
So
ne-
my next topic
oh boy, here we
that
go.
I love. I
Here
am
we
a
go.
Christmas fanatic.
She's a
So of all of our thousands of viewers,
we only have 17 subscribers.
We have thousands. I have thousands. You have 7.
It's the same channel.
We're still talking about holidays. So as we move in, past Halloween, nobody cares about Halloween, right?
Oh,
Nobody
there's plenty
does.
of people out there.
Nobody
that care
cares
about
about
You're angering some people out there.
I would put up a Christmas tree like before Halloween. Now, Beck, she would put it up Christmas Eve.
No, that's not
So-
fair. Let's stop there for a minute because you always say that. I love Christmas, but I love Christmas time. Christmas time to me starts the day after Thanksgiving.
November 1st.
Did they move Thanksgiving and I didn't know about it? No, I just don't want to because we do Christmas in July. So then we have all
Got
the
to.
Hallmark movies.
Hallmark. Yes.
And the other Pure Faith or what every
Faith
Christmas
and family.
Yeah, what she
Mhm.
said. All Christmas movies.
Yeah.
They take my Golden Girls off.
So I'm just curious. Take a poll. It's a poll time. How many of you decorate for Christmas after Halloween? And then traditions. What's your traditions for Christmas? Do you, or for Thanksgiving? Let's hit Thanksgiving up.
Yeah.
How many of you are going to be cooking? How many of you
I won't be cooking.
host?
I'll be
As we
helping
do.
co-hosting.
Yeah. So, what's the traditions? What's your favorite foods for Thanksgiving? Are there ones like are you cooking 25
Cornbread
pounds of
dressing.
potatoes?
Don't start with the
I'd never
potatoes.
even
I'm still
heard of the
sore.
cornbread dressing before.
Oh, come
until
on,
a
guys.
little bit.
It-
That must be a Florida thing.
No, it's a Southern thing. It's not just a Florida thing. But I've got people up here, friends up here, that know what cornbread dressing is. Real good cornbread dressing. Not that stovetop stuffing stuff.
But then you have a brother-in-law who likes to bring weeds for a side dish.
Shout out to Corey. So what she's talking about is some turnip greens and
They're
collard
weeds.
greens.
Yeah, they're weeds, and they smell.
You talking about the brother-in-laws or you talking about
Yeah,
the collard greens?
we could.
No. I like collard greens. I
But
could eat those.
yes, so I say get rid of Halloween and start decorating for Christmas.
That's it. People
You
are
gotta
going to
get a head
stop following.
start.
People are going to stop following us now.
And Beck enjoys putting all of my decorations out front. My poor little reindeer, my poor little grapevine reindeer that used to move and light up,
They still move.
they dead.
And no, they ain't
They
dead.
did.
They ain't dead. No, let me tell you guys about these reindeer. They were destined to be doomed from the beginning. So they're whatever, they're wire, and they're big deer, and there's two of them, and their head moves up and down. There's a boy and there's a girl. Miss likes to call them
Rudolph and
and
Clarissa.
I thought it was Clarice.
Clarissa. I call her
Whoever's on
Clarissa. Yeah,
Rudolph, the girlfriend.
Yeah.
Anyway, whatever. So we went to this auction one time.
She don't know what she's doing at an auction.
This is the first time I'd ever been to an auction. I'm so sorry. Excuse me.
She outbid me.
Would you let me tell my dadgum story? So there we was. I had my own number and I had my own pallet thing. And so we're, she sees these deer and so she bid. I wasn't paying attention. I got excited. So she had just bid, what, $30?
Mm-hmm.
And it was $40. I cost us $10 because they took my bid.
Mm-hmm.
I bid against her and cost me $10. But anyway, so those deer were a problem from the get-go.
Very
but we get them.
problem. Yeah.
But we get them in. Miss loves these deer. They were the white lights all the way around them. So they won't come on. I don't know how to fix a lighted up reindeer. I have no idea.
It started with one bulb, and then it went to the butt, and then a leg. And then she tried putting a whole new set of lights on it. That didn't work.
No, it started when the fuses were blown, and I figured out the fuses were blown.
No.
They worked the first couple of years pretty well.
Yeah,
it was after the couple of years, then things started going awry, and I couldn't fix it. But I tried my hardest.
Yeah, it was not good.
I got new lights, and I rewrapped that whole thing. I had cuts all over me from trying to rewrap these stupid deer because they meant so much to me. So I got to get my deer out. I wanted to get my shotgun out, go deer hunting, but no. Mm-mm. So anyway, so those are probably not going to come back up. If anybody wants them, I'll sell them to you for about cheap. But yeah, so we have the deer, but we've got new stuff out there now, and Miss wants me to always put up the lights on the front porch. And now we have a reindeer that blows up, and I have to go on the roof because I'm young enough to do that. And
Santa hangs upside down.
So, yeah, so it's the deer holding Santa by his leg. If you've seen that blow up decoration, I have to put that on the roof. One would ask, why doesn't Missy put it on the roof? No. I somehow got...
She thinks I'm dangerous on a ladder.
I think you're dangerous anyway. Oh, that reminds me of an episode of Top Gun. You're right. I am dangerous. Iceman. Anyway. Squirrel.
So yeah, comment and let us know what your traditions are. Thanksgiving, Christmas. Are you a Halloween freak, or do you like the Christmas decorating before the Halloween? Do you watch Hallmark? What is it? Tell me. Are you 100% invested like I am?
Oh boy.
Or are you 18% like that?
Well, I love the Christmas time, Christmas season. And everything there is a season, not a whole 6 months. But anyway, it is Jesus's birthday, so there's that. But so one year, what was it, about 2-3 years ago, I'm out in the freezing cold, putting up lights on the front porch, and we have this ladder that used to belong to your dad, and I think half of it's broken, and it's not even.
It's old,
and it seems like a great idea for an old lady to crawl up there and put some lights on the gutters. So I'm like, somebody's got to hold this ladder. Miss was like, well, I'm cooking taters because we still don't know how much they cost. Anyway. So she's inside cooking or doing something. So Brittany, middle child, is out there. Oh, I'll hold it for you. Okay. Her phone rings. It's in her back pocket. So she, that's Scout, by the way. This is his debut. Excuse his little eyes. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're a star. Yes, you are. God love you. But yeah, so she proceeds to talk on the phone, And then she turns, lets go of the ladder, and I'm sitting there rocking. I was like, Brittany. So, I almost died at that time. So, yeah, I'm a little concerned
Yeah.
about Christmas decorations because somehow I'm out there and getting hyperthermia and going to break a hip at some point.
She
So,
loves it.
yeah. So, Christmas. So, one of the things, God bless Tom. So, old brother Tom, Iron and Oak Outfitters LLC. Tom, you're going to owe us some advertising money. I mentioned to him, we got these different, he bought all this stuff, to prepare. We're selling some of it, so you may see us advertise on Whatnot. Miss does an
Facebook
auction
Live.
there, maybe a Facebook auction. You'll see some stuff if you're local on Facebook Marketplace, trying to get the stuff out that can make some money, but he's, I think, holding some stuff back for his to put in the store. I don't know. Anyway, so there's a couple of boxes of miscellaneous pet stuff, like a leash. There's some leashes, collars, harness. Then there were some toys, and then later on we found a big box that was about 2/3 of the way full, and it had more pet supplies in there. And I was telling Tom, I was like, pet supplies is a big business.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah. I was like, yeah. I said, you make some money selling that kind of stuff. I said, so if you see something like a pallet, or in my mind, I'm thinking just a small little amount.
A semi-trailer full later.
26
26
pallets later. Yeah.
Go big or go home, right?
I guess so. He buys this and hang on, sorry, something was in my mind at that time. I had to write it down. But yeah, 26 pallets, and he was like, yeah, you can sell them. So 26 pallets full of pet supplies that we need to figure out how to sell. So that prompted me to think, do you guys spend a lot of money on your pet? I mean, there was a few years
outside of the vet.
Yeah, pet supplies. Yeah, we're getting a look over there.
Mm-hmm. Toys and blankets and
we always go to
all kinds of stuff.
We go to
Chewy's.
Yeah, Menards, and we get their little blankets.
Black Friday.
Yep, Black Friday. That's a tradition.
That's another podcast.
Yeah, that's another podcast, and
3 a.m.
We're gonna do a live this year.
Yeah, on Black Friday.
That's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, with our walkie-talkies.
Yeah. So, no walkie-talkies. But yeah, so I want to know how much you guys spend on pets. Because like I said, we get our pet stuff and get stuff for their birthdays, and we're always taking them to the groomer, and just all kinds of
They're
stuff.
like our family.
They are. We've got friends that have cats. They have these fancy cat boxes, litter boxes.
Yeah, they clean themselves.
Which, by the way, in case you're wondering, if you need some of those fancy cat boxes, litter boxes.
Iron and Oak has them.
Yeah. We have about 12 of them. So, reach out just for that. And what do you think? Okay. So you're out and about more at the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of stay in the skilled nursing, so I don't hear about it as much. And maybe you guys can help me out. But what do you think is going to be some of the most popular gifts this year? You remember back in our day, we had what?
Teddy Ruxpin.
Teddy Ruxpin. We had Cabbage Patch dolls.
The Nintendos.
Oh, yeah. We had Ataris.
Yeah.
Yeah. We had VCRs when they came out. I remember one year my mom got me this little, my mom and my uncle went in together. It was a little TV, black and white TV like this. This thing was huge. But it ran on about 300 batteries. And had a radio on it and stuff. But
that's the one-room schoolhouse back then. So we're talking way back then.
You know what? She talks like she's so much younger than me. I turned 54 in September.
You were born in 71, and I was born in 74.
She was born April 1972. That's not even a year's difference.
So this year's Christmas gift,
Yeah, what do you think?
I think there's a new game system coming out, or it's already out, PlayStation or Xbox or one of
Was it
those.
like PlayStation 37 or
I
something?
don't know, but I think there's another one coming out, or it's already out. Um, and I'm sure that's pretty big.
Yeah. What about dolls anymore? Do kids like, so Bella's age,
Hmm.
she probably like dolls.
They like dolls, yeah. In the
Um,
Giving Tree event that I'm doing, a lot of the younger kids want dolls.
dolls. Have you heard anybody say anything about any like older kids, like electron? Well, you said the PlayStation, but I mean, are there was a time I'm assuming that the iPod was a big deal, maybe around when your kids were
Yep.
growing up.
When the two older ones were growing up. Yep.
Okay. So anyway, I don't know. I was just curious about, how do people determine what the next big thing is? Like these toy companies or electronic companies just push things out there or what? But
And it's usually around Christmas. And don't get me started with the iPhones. How many iPhones do we need? How many? I'm
oh,
not even an iPhone person.
well, I mean, in all fairness, Android, they do the same thing. They just
Not
don't
as
know
many
it.
times. An
Eh.
iPhone offers like all different colors: oranges, yellow, green, blue,
So
red.
you're disappointed.
I'm very disappointed that
So
Android does not do that. So I need a rep from Android on here.
okay, excuse me,
All of our 1,000 viewers, if you can
Samsung,
reach out
because
to.
we have a Samsung.
Oh yeah, Samsung.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah,
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 I need Samsung rep on here.
yeah. We'll take care of that too. Phew, we're gonna get sued 6 ways a Sunday. You may not see us for the next podcast, but anyway, well, we're about 22 minutes in. But again, we said we weren't going to take up much of your time. Oh, you were talking about traditions a while ago. I do want to get this in there. And Thanksgiving, I know there was one tradition in particular that your mom did for your kids,
Yep.
for the siblings' kids.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about that before we jump off here.
So before Mama Bear passed away, 2.5 years ago, she started tradition with all of her grandbabies that every Thanksgiving she would get an ornament for them. So that way, the thought was when they turned 18, they would have a tree full of ornaments. So now that I have our grandbabies, I've started that tradition as far as every Thanksgiving they get an ornament put on their tree. So that way, it carries on the tradition. So I would like to challenge all of our viewers, all thousand millions probably out
17,
there,
we've probably lost 5 in the last 2 daggum
is think
videos.
about, if you have grandbabies or kids or something that are young, starting a tradition like that. So that way, as they become adults, they can have that to kind of build on and follow through with their own families as they get older.
Yeah.
Tradition's important.
It is absolutely important. My mom and I didn't have a whole lot of traditions, but
You
the
from the South. There is no tradition in the South.
why don't you just honk off everybody else out there? So we've eliminated people with iPhones and Apple in general. We've honked off anybody that likes Halloween, and now let's just do the whole South. Okay, guys, we're gonna get off here before we have to get an attorney. Please don't sue us.
But we love you all.
We absolutely do. Thank you guys for listening again. Take care, and we'll hopefully see you here soon.
Yep. God
All right?
bless.
God bless.